welcome to Wisdom Inspired by Abba, as once again we look into Abba's amazing words and learn tremendous life lessons that will help us live better, do better, and have a much happier life. Thank you for joining me this week. We're going to start off this week in Proverbs, reading out of the Jubilee Bible, Chapter 4, verse 18, it says, "The path of the just is as the light of the morning star that shines more and more until the day is perfect." We must have light. Without light, there's not much you can do. Have you ever walked out at night when there was no moon? It was pitch dark. You couldn't even see. Or maybe I've had this happen to me once. I was driving on a small road. There was no lights whatsoever. It was very hard to see, even though I had the car lights. I can't even begin to imagine if I would have turned the car lights off. And you, my friend, are the same way. Light is important. And knowing Abba, the path that He puts us on, the path of the just. For see, you have two choices. You can either walk the path of the just, or you can walk the path of the unjust. In each of those choices, there are specific things that will happen to you. So the word is telling us here that the path of the just is as the light of the morning star. Think about how beautiful it is first thing in the morning when that sun begins to come up and it peeks over and darkness has to move out of the way. Darkness can't be around when there's light. So that light that needs to be in your life, if you will let Abba bring that light into your life, you will shine, your life will shine more and more until the day is perfect. What would happen if you got up in the morning and said, "This is going to be an amazing day. Good things are going to happen to me. I know I'm going to have a tremendous day." If you start your day off like that, you will have what Abba's word says. You will have the light of the morning star that will shine more and more until your day, and that can be each and every day is perfect. Let's go on today and see what else. This is a little long scripture out of the Message, but there's so much goodness in there. Taken again from Proverbs, the 4th chapter, we're going to read verses 10 through 15. It says, "Dear friend, take my advice." And my friend, we can always take Abba's advice because it will never steer you wrong. If you have a question, if you have something you need answered, you can take advice from Abba and it will always be spot on. Take my advice, Abba is saying. It will add years to your life. It will make your life much better. I am writing out of clear directions to the wisdom way. Man, Abba's wisdom is perfect. I am drawing a map to a righteous road. Now, we just read earlier, you have a choice on being on a dark road or a road that is filled with light, which would be the righteous road. I don't want you ending up in blind alleys. You ever been driving a car and turned the wrong way and lo and behold, there's a one-way street. Now you have to go around to the left, to the right. You can't seem to get to where you want. That's because you've ended up on a blind alley or wasting time making wrong turns. I think Abba realized long before the car was invented what life was going to be like. Hold tight to good advice, he says. Do not relax your grip. My friend, when you get on a good road and you start doing things right and you start experiencing the goodness that Abba is bringing you, hold tight onto that. Don't let the darkness creep in, for if you do, you can keep having those beautiful morning days where everything is perfect. Guard it well. Your life is at stake. Now, some people would say, "Hey, what do you mean my life is at stake?" Well, it's very simple. If you get on the wrong road and you start doing things you shouldn't be doing, life could end up in a very bad situation. You could end up being somewhere involved in something that you don't want to be involved in. So Abba is telling us, make sure you hold on to my wisdom tight. Make sure you hold on to that light of your life. Walk in the light. Walk in my goodness. Walk in happiness and joy. And if we do that, we will experience the goodness that Abba has. Don't take the wicked bypass. Oh, my friend, we should never take the wrong road. Don't so much as even set foot on that road. You don't want to allow one little bit of darkness or one little bit of evilness to come into your life. For Abba has made a way where you can be filled with light and joy and happiness, walking on the right road. And when you do, things will go much better for you. Let's go on today and look at the last verse. We're going to go over to Psalms 119, verse 160. You may be saying, well, wow, how can there be 160 verses? Well, Psalms 119 happens to be the longest book in the Bible. If you have time, sit down and read it. There's so much good information in there. You can pattern your life after that one chapter, and you will keep yourself out of problems. You will keep yourself out of situations you shouldn't be involved in. We're going to read today out of the New Century Version, and it says, your words speaking of Abba's words, are true from the start, and your laws will be fair forever. My friend, Abba is always fair. His words are true. What he says will always come to pass. He has never lied. He has never said something that was not true. Unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of untruth is said, but Abba's word is perfect and it is true. And all of Abba's laws, when we live by the laws of guidance that Abba gives us, will be fair, which means our life will be much better. And the last word in that verse says it will be fair forever. So my friend, if you want to have a good life, if you want to have a life that is filled with much more happiness and joy, put into effect what we read today. Walk on the street and the road of righteousness that is filled with light. Do not let evil come into your life, and know beyond any shadow of a doubt that Abba's words are true and his laws will always be fair. You will never end up on the short end of the law. You will always be treated fairly. Why? Because that's who Abba is. He loves you today. He cares about you. He hates to see it when his children are hurting because they've made that wrong turn, because they've gone down the wrong path. But he is there, my friend, to help you. So today, if you're saying, that's me, I've made the wrong turn, you can lift up your eyes and call upon Abba, and he will be there to help you. You can start off tomorrow morning saying, today is going to be filled with good things because I know Abba lives within me. If you will do that, my friend, you can turn your life around. You can walk in happiness. You can experience joy, and you can find a much greater peace in your life. So let your light shine today. Let the light of Abba shine in your life. Thank you for listening to Wisdom Inspired by Abba. Share it with your friends today. There might be a friend that's hurting, needs some help. Show them how to find Abba's word and let it help them. Thank you for watching this week. Make sure you come back each and every week to Wisdom Inspired by Abba.